Section 202 is the codification of the Hyde Amendment. It is a restriction. It's been tucked into the budget every year since 1977. So for 45 years, we have restricted the use of federal funds for abortions, generally with exceptions for rape, incest, or to protect the life of the mother. And in recent years, there have been efforts to eliminate the Hyde Amendment. President Biden proposed a budget that did not include the Hyde Amendment. The budget passed the House and then the Senate added it back in. But this is going to be an ongoing fight. And look, this is a policy from the 1970s that should probably be re-examined. Lots of things that we need to re-examine. But for 10 years, this would be a compromise. The Hyde Amendment would be codified into law, which comes from the Hyde Amendment Codification Act, Senate Bill 142 from 2013. And it's a compromise. For 10 years, the framers punted slavery for 20 years, but this is different. The Constitution didn't make any effort to address the underlying problem of slavery. They just kicked the can down the road. The underlying problem was the idea that some humans could own other humans based on the color of their skin. It was wrong, and they didn't address it. We're going to do something different. What is the issue that we want to address here? And that's abortions. Abortions are down. Abortions are at a 40-year low, even though our population has gone up by 30-40% over that time. So what is the problem? Why can't we get it any lower? What is the problem that it's solving? And if you ask women who have sought abortions, 2/3 of them say they can't afford the baby. We can fix that with universal basic income. Not everybody can afford to take time off to stay with a newborn baby. We can fix that with 18 weeks of paid family leave. There's a lot of social issues that drive abortion. And so by focusing on those abortions, we can by focusing on fixing those issues, we can bring down the number of abortions even lower, which should be a win for everybody. Let me just briefly go over the language that is in the actual Hyde Amendment here. Let me try and share my screen. So this will prohibit funding for abortions with, I want to be clear that there are exceptions for if the pregnancy is the result of an act of rape or incest, or if the woman suffering from physical disorder, injury, illness, any life-endangering physical condition that puts their life at risk, then a doctor can certify that, and federal funds could be used for an abortion to protect the life of the mother. So it's important that those protections are there. They're there in the existing Hyde Amendment, and they'd be codified under Section 202. And so with that, Mr. Chair, I think that concludes my testimony.